Hi, I'm Emily, and you're joining us for a very special edition of Ask a Therapist, New Zealand Fireside Chat Edition. I'm here with Jed Chun, our legendary Ask a therapist. Hey, Jed.
Legendary? I'm not legendary. It's fine.
Yeah. So, I think in my experience, I found that traveling and just doing a lot of new things has actually helped me with my mental health quite a lot. I don't know if it's the same with you. Just growing and doing new things is really important in life. And I think my question is, how do you sort of take that into your everyday life?
What do you mean?
Well, okay. How do you sort of like in your day-to-day, everyday routine, like make sure that you're always doing something new and making life interesting and exciting and, not get stuck in the boring routine of it all?
Well, I think it depends on who you are. I think that there are some people who prefer having routine and having structure and knowing what to expect. And I think there are people who need a little bit of, excitement or something new to kind of keep them going. I think that overall life is kind of...
It's individual, right? Like everything, your happiness is really individual. Like, for example, us two, we really appreciate and value new experiences, and that's why we're here on this trip. But I know like some of my friends are very, structured, routine people, and they don't like change, and that's what works for them.
I think not necessarily just happiness, but I don't think that happiness is necessarily something that we have to aim for all the time.
Right.
I think that mental health doesn't necessarily have to equate to happiness. It can just be being okay with normal. I think contentedness is something to strive more for than happiness. I'm not saying that people should just settle, but learning to kind of be okay with your situation and understanding what you need to do to change your situation in order to make yourself more mentally well. I think that's more what it's about than just
chasing happiness.
Yeah. Because I think in different times in our lives, we're going to experience happiness differently. And happiness is such a fleeting thing because what makes us happy today might not make us happy tomorrow.
Right.
I think learning to be okay with where you are and learning to enjoy the moment and enjoy your situation, or maybe not necessarily enjoy, but being able to find meaning and purpose in it definitely helps to, maintain your mental health. It's not, I don't ever think that there's like some magic formula. It's just like everybody got to do something new and they're going to find themselves, Some people do, and it's great for them, but other people find meaning and purpose in the everyday things. And I think there are different types of people out there. And if what you've been doing doesn't work, right, then maybe you should try something new. But if what's been working for you has been working for you, like there's not necessarily any harm in going on an adventure once in a while. But maybe it wouldn't be the greatest idea to go and make some drastic life changes and then suddenly kind of question where you're at.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. I think sometimes people will just try to chase happiness, but then, you can't expect to be happy all the time. That's unrealistic. And it's not really a really meaningful experience of life if, you don't have the full emotional range, right? And, being content and accepting your situation as it is much more vital to,
I think long-term
meaning, long-term
mental
happiness. Yeah, long-term mental health rather than happiness. And I think, purpose and meaning is much more important to that than happiness in and of itself.